Hello and welcome back to the channel. I am Justice. I am here with Terramaster so we can discuss our deck list from yesterday's Cope or Hope. It was Dragons versus Archfiends. If you have not already watched that, go do that thing, and then come back here and watch the rest of this.
Yeah.
But we are going to be talking about the champion today, the deck that has defeated every deck it has played against. I mean, it was just the one, but still, it's undefeated.
Literally never lost.
Truly, it is literally, I have never lost a game with this deck list.
Never. Insane. I mean, that might just be more about you as a god gamer than anything else.
It's entirely possible.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it. It's Dragons. It's Forged Steel. It focuses around the Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. You can turn any Red Eyes monster, your Wyverns, or any normal dragon, your Lesser Dragons, to make their name Red Eyes Black Dragon, so you can then tribute it for Red Eyes Darkness Dragon. Red Eyes Darkness Dragon then gains the effect that once per turn you can special summon a dragon from your graveyard.
Yeah.
So we're running a few things to facilitate this. We have the one of Black Metal Dragon, because it's a searcher for either Wyvern or Red Eyes Darkness, which is cool.
Yep.
We got Kaiser Glider, just a good option to revive from the graveyard, because if you can keep bringing back Kaiser Glider, it can actually be really annoying or difficult for your opponent to deal with, which is cool. You got Wyvern, because it's just the easiest to summon Red Eyes monster that we have. The effect is actually irrelevant for the most part.
Could come up.
It could come up. You could summon another Wyvern with its effect, I guess.
Yeah. Like very late game, if it ever gets to that point, it could come up.
Whatever. We have one Vanguard. You can't turn this into Red Eyes, which is sad. But you can, pitch other cards if you just need a bigger monster. Plus, it can pitch your Kaiser Glider to get it into the graveyard for Darkness Dragon's effect. Which can be a huge play. Honestly, if you have the Darkness Dragon out, and then you summon Vanguard, pitch Kaiser Glider, res the Kaiser Glider, that can be a big thing. It can be something.
Sounds like a nice FTK.
It's a beautiful FTK that definitely happened on the first turn. And then honestly, just kind of normal supporting lineup. We like Book of Moon for its flexibility. We also don't want to go all in on battle traps with Joey being so prevalent in the meta.
Yes.
So we split up our limit 3s here, 2 books, 1 wall as our limit 3s. So we kind of split that up a bit. Galaxy Cyclone, having some backer removal is good because this deck does want to go kind of wide. Again, you're trying to summon your darkness, resummon something, maybe normal summon something. So you are looking to go a little wide. So getting some backer removal is good.
Yep.
And then some traps to protect your stuff.
Yep. Every deck needs to have slots set for protecting your stuff. There you go.
Protecting your stuff is good. Always protect your stuff. We opt for Zero Gravity here just because Wall of Disruption is actually such a big concern for this deck because you are trying to go wide. So Zero Gravity helps protect you against it.
Yep. Yeah. So with Book, Wall, Zero Gravity. I mean, Wall, what? Book, Galaxy, Cyclone, and Zero Gravity. You should have enough against opponents' 3 Wall of Disruptions. That, and of course, just playing around it naturally once you know it's there.
Yeah.
Like Justice did.
Yeah. We also have Dust in the side. Again, if you need more backer removal, it's there. Also, again, as we talked about, Joey is popular, so we have a couple shrinks in the side. You can, side out a couple of your widespreads or widespread wall, whatever, you feel is relevant for a couple shrinks, so you have more relevant back row in that matchup. We have a Jinzo. It's kind of there just because we don't really have, a limit 1 that's more important. Zoma doesn't really do a lot in this deck, I don't think. You could play it if you want to, but it's fine. You could Zoma if you want to. But...
Jinzo just sometimes wins games, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of the point.
Decided in the correct matchup. Yeah,
and especially since you have your ways of protecting your monsters, right? It's you get a monster on the field, you can protect it with some of your traps, and the next turn tribute for Jinzo, and that can, as you said, just sometimes win the game. So we like this as the limit 1 slot. Warrior Limb is definitely a flex slot in the side deck. This is a meta dependent card. This if you're playing against things like Dark Scorpions, Battle Survivor, etc., Warrior Limb is good. If you're not seeing anything like that, then change this out for something else.
Yep.
Very simple. Cool.
Yep.
Anything else on this deck? Actually, I do have one more thing. This is very important. Your extra deck must be 6
I was going to say
dragons.
that.
Yeah.
There you
this
go.
is important. Make sure they're dragons.
Easy. No, I don't have anything else to say. This deck is unbeatable.
It is literally never lost.
It's literally never lost. So take that to the bank, and they'll laugh at you and send you home. But don't worry about it. Take it there anyway. See what
All
happens.
right. So this is tier 0. Let's move on to tier 1.
Yeah.
Archfiends. Yep.
This is TP Archfiends. I could not think of a good name.
Yeah,
but
that seems legit to me.
That's what they are. I'm gonna call it Titan personality for TP. Okay.
That's not bad. I'll give you that.
Because it plays Titan personality, your limit 2 should be Golden Ladybug. It'll help you recover some of those life points you lost. As you saw, it was so good in the match. So good. I always drew it at exactly the right time. Then you have Mist Archfiends. Big beater, good, supposedly. I mean, people play Jirai Gumo, so I figured why not?
Look at it. It's 2,400. It's enormous.
You can just drop a 2,400 for fun. You know, back in my day, you'd need a tribute summon for a Monarch. Then you have a very bad Archfiend card because it big, but it has restriction of half damage. Literally says, hey, this thing is big. Yeah, well, your biggest benefit from that is halved. Sorry.
Yeah. Having to pay 900 life points just to keep your 2,000 beater in play, not enough of a restriction. Also, it can't deal damage.
Not enough. Yep. Also needs to do half damage.
Yep.
Skull Archfiend Lightning, because, you know, if your opponent is on like 3 book, 3 shrink or something weird like that, 1 offerings, right? You're like, feeling lucky? Sorry.
There it is.
Wow, that was all
we
over
got
the
there.
place. All right, we got there. Next, we have another bad Archfiend monster. That is Terror King Archfiend. This is literally unplayable in most situations. However, you can create a situation where it is somewhat playable, say with Archfiend's Roar, then you can play it. Okay.
Sometimes you can play this card.
Sometimes you can play this card. Would you rather play Archfiend Soldier? No, that is to go with TP. How dare you?
Yeah.
Okay. Night Beam. I think this is probably the best generic back row hate we have.
Yeah.
Now I know I've heard
meta,
some. What?
In current meta, it's probably true.
Yeah, I've heard some nasty rumors about Waking the Dragon being a thing, but like, you know, Galaxy Cyclone hits that too. Same thing.
But just don't hit the Waking.
Just don't hit the Waking. Yeah, play around it.
And don't play Roids, because there you do want Galaxy Cyclone.
Look, Millennium Eyes are like $19 on eBay, so just go figure it out. All right. Archfiend's War. I talked about it sort of with Terror King. You literally need it sometimes to make Terror King playable, unless your monster that you normal summon survives.
I just realized this doesn't even help Skull Archfiend because you can't tribute the monster that it summons. Oh my god.
Yeah, it doesn't even do that. So it's not good. Yes, all these cards just have so many.
It's so funny because this card is like almost the reason to play Archfiends.
Yeah, except it's not, because then you can't summon your Archfiend boss. You can't summon Jinzo. Yeah. So, whatever.
It's fine. Eventually we'll get Emperor, and then this will be good. Surely.
And then through 17 cards, I have not addressed the issue of, hey, Terramaster, what if their monsters are bigger? It's like, well, I guess the last 3 slots have to be dedicated to that. So, here you are, Wall of Disruption. And moving on to side deck, yeah. I'm afraid of vampires for some reason, so I put 2 DD Crow in. I should have been afraid of dragons, obviously. Put in whatever anti-dragon card we have. Dragon Capture Jar.
Do we have that?
Yeah. I don't know if we have that. Somebody confirm in the comments whether or not we have that. He got Jinzo. Similar reasons we talked about. In the right matchups, it can just win the game. Wabaku, it's just, what if their monsters are actually bigger, right, than yours? And, well, you probably need Wabaku until you can summon one of your bosses, which is Jinzo, I guess, in post-sighting. Yeah. And also Skull Archfiend of Lightning all the time. Yeah. So, there you go. Easy. Yep. Easiest side deck of my life. And it's very important. Do not play an extra deck so your opponent knows that your back row is not waking. Yep. This will make their life easier. They will like you more.
And since you're obviously not playing this deck to try to win, making friends with your opponent is actually probably your best game plan.
Right. You're not going to locals to win with this deck. So obviously you're going there to meet people.
Yeah.
And have some friends.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. Make friends. Get out there.
For more life advice like this, subscribe. There we go.
And for if you want Terramaster's reasoning as for why he's not running one of the actual Archfiend skills, it's at the end of the gameplay video. So go watch that. It's at the end there.
Yeah, there you go.
We talk about it. So, yep.
All right. So, Justice, before we go, are these decks Cope or Hope?
Well, after extensive analysis of thousands of games, I can confidently say that Archfiends are pure Cope and Dragons are the best deck in the format. However, if you're a fool and you don't believe that they're the best deck in the format, then they're Cope. It's one or the other.
There you go.
It
depends on your belief system, honestly.
I'll let you decide which. It's one or the other.
Just like with everything in life, perception is reality. So, you know, if you believe it, then it's invincible.
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
And if you lose with it, it's just because you didn't believe hard enough.
Yep, your fault.
So sorry about that. Just train on that belief.
There you go.
Nope, but that's all I got. I will say quickly that next week is likely the last Cope or Hope. We got one more for you, and then we're gonna go back to an old favorite on the channel here. So
yeah,
look forward to that.
Exciting times.
Exciting times.
We're gonna hit the streets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Gonna hit the streets. All right, let's get out of here.
Yep. All right. That will do it for us today. We always ask you, let us know in the comments what you think about these decks, what you think about the lists, what you would change. If you comment anything about not using TP without having first heard Terramaster's explanation from the last video, we will make fun of you in the comments, so be aware of that. But yeah, let us know your thoughts on these decks. But until next time, as always, my friends, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, good luck in all of your games, and we will see you soon.